Hi, let's look at this question together. Sarah had some money in the piggy bank. On Monday, she took out 2/5 of her money to buy a present. She had $78 left and she put it back into the piggy bank. On Tuesday, she took out 3/8 of the money to buy some storybooks. She had $28.80 left and she put it back into the piggy bank. After that, she found that there was $246.30 in the piggy bank. How much money did she have in the piggy bank at first? Okay, so for this type of question, if you look at it, you only know that initially she had some money, then she spent a portion of it and she put it back into the piggy bank. Tuesday, she took out another portion and she put it back into the piggy bank. Then the only thing you know was in the end she have 246.30 and they want you to find how much money she have in the piggy bank at first. Okay. The way to solve such question is that you work backwards. Okay, why do we work backwards and not move forward from Monday, Tuesday and so on? Reason is that the only thing that you can confirm in the end is that she has $246.30 in her piggy bank. This is something that you are very sure. The rest of it is a portion of what she has. Okay, so based on this, okay, this is how the model will look like, okay, when you solve the problem. Okay, of course, we will start from the end, then we move to Tuesday, we move to Monday, and we got the F first. Okay, I will explain to you step by step how you draw the model. Okay, so let's start. So from the question, we know that there was 246.30 in the piggy bank. So I call this at the end state. So I just draw a bar and I just write 246.30. Then remember, I work backward. So I don't start on Monday, but I start on Tuesday, okay, because we are working backward. So on Tuesday, she took out 3/8 of the money to buy some storybook. So, and she had $28.80 left, which she put it back. So which means that first thing is that the $246.30 that she have at the end includes the $28.80. So this 246.30 includes the $28.80 that she put it back. So it's important that you write here $28.80, which is part of the 246.30. Then the next part is that she took out 3/8 of the money. Okay, so which means that remember when she take out the 3/8 of the money, this is the 3 unit and out of the total of 8 unit, which means that here is 5 unit, this is 3 unit. She took it out. This is what she took it out, which I color in green color here. This is the 3/8 of the money that she took out, which includes the $28.80. So you need to be very clear on this part. Okay, the money that she took out include the $28.80 because she used it to buy some storybook. Then later on, this is what she left and she put it back. So the $28.80 is part of the 3 unit. From here, you can straight away see that you know this is 5 unit, this is 246.30, this is 28.8. So the 5 unit here must be equal to 246.30 minus away 28.8. So you get 5 unit equal to 246.30 minus 28.8, which gives us $271.50. Okay, so if you know 5 unit is equal to $271.50, you can find out what is 1 unit, which is $43.50. So total we have 8 units. So 8 times $43.50 is $348, which is to say that Tuesday morning or at the end of Monday, she actually has $348 in her piggy bank. Okay, now we know how to solve Tuesday. Let's move on to Monday. So this is what she has in Tuesday early in the morning or end of Monday. She has $348. Okay. So on Monday, the same thing happened. She took out 2/5 of her money to buy a present. Okay. And she put $78 back. So the same thing. Okay. She took, remember, we got 348 in the morning. Okay. She took out, okay. She took out $78. Okay. Sorry. She took out 2/5 of the money to buy a present. So she took out 2/5. So this is, we instead of call U, now I call P so that you're not confused. So total there's 5P. She took out 2P and she left with 3P. And the 2P that she took out inclusive of the $78 that she put it back into the piggy bank. And of course, the 348 also include the $78 that she put it back. Okay, so from here the same thing. Now we can say that 3P is equal to 348 minus 78, which is 270. P is $90, and early morning in the Monday she will have 5P, so 5 times 90 is $450. So which is to say that she has $450 at first in the piggy bank. Okay, so to recap, this is how the model will look like. You start drawing from the end. You find what happened on Tuesday. The only thing that you need to take note of is that the $28.80 belongs to part of the 246.30. It is also belongs to part of the 3U that was taken out. And you repeat for Monday, and you will be able to find how much she has at first. Okay, I hope this video helps. If you like my video, I appreciate you can subscribe it. Thank you.